There is a presence around you that no longer hides its intensity. It clings to you with a fire that burns beyond reason, a fixation that grows day by day until it threatens to consume every boundary of sanity and restraint. This energy is not merely admiration. It is not simple longing. It is a magnetic force that refuses to let go. And the dangerous part is that this obsession no longer respects the natural rhythm of your life. What was once curiosity has become an invasion. What was once desire has turned into possession, and you can feel how close it is to breaking the fragile barrier that protects your peace. The intensity of this connection shows itself in strange ways, through glances that last too long, words spoken with double meaning, and coincidences that do not feel accidental, as if someone is constantly tracing your shadow and feeding on your light. You sense it in the moments of silence when your intuition whispers warnings. You feel it in dreams that repeat images you cannot fully understand, and you carry it in your chest like a weight that refuses to leave. There is a force circling you, unpredictable and unstable, threatening to cross a line from which there will be no easy return. When an energy like this grows unchecked, it tends to reveal itself through small disruptions in your daily life, things that at first seem insignificant but gradually form a pattern too clear to ignore, a pattern of interference and control. The obsession tries to mold itself into your decisions, attempting to influence your movements, subtly pushing you in directions that do not belong to your authentic will. And although you are strong, the danger lies in how persistent it is, in how it thrives on your reactions and your emotions, feeding on every piece of attention it can steal from you. If you feel your inner strength awakening against any energy trying to invade you, write in the comments, "I protect my light with firmness," and if you want to reinforce this powerful vibration, support it right now with a like. But hidden within this uncomfortable reality, there is also a message for you, because the universe does not allow such intense mirrors to appear in vain. They arrive to show what needs to be healed or transformed. You are being called to define your limits, to understand the sacredness of your energy, and to separate what enhances you from what drains you. The obsession of another becomes the opportunity for your liberation, the moment to step into a more powerful version of yourself that refuses to be owned or controlled. Still, the presence is clever. It does not always appear openly aggressive. Sometimes it disguises itself as kindness, concern, or loyalty, only to later reveal that everything was rooted in control, in a hunger that is never satisfied. You may notice gestures of help that later turn into chains, or compliments that end with demands, and beneath it all there is a current of jealousy and fear of losing you. The line has not only been approached, it is being crossed slowly, step by step, under the illusion that you will not notice until it is too late. The spirit world shows me that this situation has karmic roots, that the soul chasing you now has crossed paths with yours before, and unfinished lessons are seeking completion through this relentless tension. It is as if the person cannot release you because in another time you represented freedom they could not handle, and now they chase you again, unable to resist the echo of that unresolved connection. But you are not bound to repeat mistakes. You have the power to close cycles and break patterns that once chained you in silence. The card of the Black Sun appears, revealing that what is hidden in shadows is more powerful than what is shown openly, and that this obsession feeds on secrecy and unspoken feelings. There is someone who keeps thoughts of you in the darkness of their own solitude, projecting desires and fears onto you as if you were responsible for their inner storms. And although you cannot control what is created in their mind, you can shield yourself from allowing those projections to dictate your path. Sometimes, this type of fixation interferes not only in love but also in your material life, manifesting as envy of your progress, interference in your opportunities, or strange obstacles that seem to appear without explanation. When someone obsesses with your energy, they unconsciously sabotage your flow, trying to slow down your evolution so you remain within their reach. It is a dangerous interference because it goes beyond emotions. It can touch money, career, and even health if you do not act to protect yourself. You might have noticed unexplained fatigue, small losses, or sudden changes in your mood, and these are not coincidences. They are signs of an energy that attaches to you and tries to draw from your essence. This is why it is crucial to take spiritual care, to reclaim your strength through rituals of cleansing, meditation, and affirmations that declare your independence from all that is toxic. Your destiny cannot be interrupted by someone else's fear unless you allow their fear to penetrate your spirit. Yet, even in the middle of this tension, there are signs of your resilience, because you are not someone easily broken. You are someone who can turn poison into medicine and betrayal into power. The obsession that surrounds you is only revealing how bright your energy is, how irresistible your presence has become, and how necessary it is for you to guard your light carefully. What others try to possess, you must transform into a shield, ensuring that your essence is never captured by desperation. The card of the eternal flame rises, promising that within you burns a light no darkness can extinguish, and that the deeper the shadow tries to hold you, the brighter your spark will shine. This moment of pressure will not break you, it will awaken you, making you more aware of your worth and of the kind of bonds you deserve to welcome in your life. There is no obsession powerful enough to erase the destiny written for your soul. Whenever you sense that this message resonates deeply and reminds you of your worth, leave in the comments, "My spirit is unbreakable," and to keep walking this path together. Make sure you subscribe so this light never leaves your life. Still, you must remain cautious, because the energy of possession can shift from subtle gestures into acts of manipulation, attempts to invade your private world, or sudden explosions of jealousy when you least expect it. The danger lies in how unpredictable it can be, how it waits for the right moment to strike, believing you will be unprepared. But you are being guided to anticipate, to sense the warning signs, and to prepare your defense before any harm is done. In love, this intense connection can be mistaken for passion, but you must be careful not to confuse desire with control or attention with genuine devotion, because the line between them is thinner than it seems. Someone may shower you with promises and words that sound intoxicating, but beneath them, there is a fear of abandonment, a refusal to let you be free. And love, true love, cannot exist without freedom. It cannot bloom in the soil of obsession and control. In matters of friendship and family, you may also feel this energy playing out, as someone close to you attempts to hold too much influence over your choices, disguising their control as concern. It may appear as endless advice, constant warnings, or pressure to choose their way over your own, and although it looks like affection, it is a silent attempt to own your destiny. You must step carefully, recognizing which voices are supportive and which ones are trying to silence your true call. In finances, this obsession can manifest as envy from colleagues or someone trying to sabotage your opportunities because they cannot stand seeing you rise. They fear losing their position if you continue advancing. Watch carefully the workplace or social circles where you shine, because not every smile is honest, and not every hand offered carries goodwill. Protect your projects, guard your ideas, and trust that your abundance is meant for you and cannot be stolen by anyone's jealousy. Spiritually, this situation is awakening your power to recognize manipulation and break free from invisible ties. It is teaching you the importance of spiritual hygiene and reminding you that your energy is sacred and cannot be wasted. You are being asked to strengthen your intuition, to trust the whispers you hear at night, because they are guiding you to step away from what poisons you. The dangerous obsession around you is nothing more than proof that you are chosen to shine beyond limits. And here, the sign of Gemini rises as a reminder of duality, of how easily attraction can turn into possession, and how quickly admiration can become envy when boundaries are not respected. This dual nature is reflected in your own choices now, to decide whether you let someone else's fear dictate your movements, or whether you step into your highest clarity. The path ahead is testing your balance, calling you to walk firmly between light and shadow. The universe whispers that this dangerous fixation is only a test, a challenge meant to reveal how much you value your freedom and how willing you are to protect what is truly yours. Someone may attempt to push you into a corner, but you have the strength to transform that corner into a throne, a place where you rule your own destiny. And in doing so, you prove that no obsession, no matter how powerful, can ever bind the spirit of a soul that refuses to be conquered. If you feel the universe whispering clarity into your soul at this exact moment, write in the comments, Clarity guides my steps, and if you want this energy to reach even further, share this message so more hearts can awaken too. The force surrounding you is no longer a silent current. It has reached a point where its presence is undeniable, pressing against your spirit with intensity, demanding recognition even if you wish to ignore it, like thunder echoing inside your chest without warning. It manifests through sudden emotions that are not entirely yours, moments of agitation when everything seemed calm, and a restlessness that follows you into spaces that once felt secure, reminding you that someone else's gaze lingers even when unseen. This is no longer just an influence, it is an intrusion, and its persistence is both alarming and revealing. The card of the Serpent Crown appears, symbolizing hidden power, manipulation, and the danger of charm used as a weapon, and this confirms that the person fixated on you has crossed from admiration into strategy, planning ways to secure your presence against your will. They may not act openly hostile, instead they wrap their intentions in sweetness, in words designed to sound comforting, yet beneath the surface they drip poison, creating dependency while pretending to offer love. It is this contradiction that makes the situation so dangerous, because what feels warm can also suffocate you. But the universe never reveals shadows without also offering light, and here lies your advantage, because now that you can see clearly the signs of control and obsession, you can step out of the illusion, stripping away the masks that tried to confuse your heart. You are being called to choose yourself, to recognize that freedom is not selfishness but survival, and to declare openly to your own soul that you will no longer tolerate bonds rooted in fear. The danger has awakened your strength, and in that awakening lies your true protection. It is important to understand that this fixation is not entirely about you. It is about the emptiness of the other, about wounds they refuse to heal, and about shadows they project onto you because they cannot face them within themselves. You are not responsible for carrying what belongs to them, nor are you required to sacrifice your peace to soothe their storms, because your path is not to become a prison for another's fears. By stepping away, you allow them to face their own lessons, and you release yourself from chains you never deserved. Still, the obsessive force may resist. It may try to bind you through guilt, through promises that everything will change, or even through anger when you pull back, because obsession is desperate when control begins to slip. You might face words meant to wound, or gestures designed to intimidate, yet none of this can truly harm you if you stand firm in your clarity. Remember, strength is not loud, strength is steady, and in your calm lies the power to disarm the storm. If you feel that protection surrounds you and the universe shields your destiny with unshakable strength, comment, "I am divinely protected," and if you wish to amplify this blessing for yourself and others, you can also support with a super thanks. In matters of love, this experience brings you a profound revelation, showing you the difference between intensity that nourishes and intensity that consumes, between passion that expands and passion that imprisons. Someone who truly loves you will not need to hold you hostage, because they will trust the bond and respect your independence. What is happening around you is simply proof of what you will never again accept, a lesson that strengthens your heart for the love that is destined to come. In friendships and family, you must watch carefully for patterns of overprotection or control disguised as loyalty, because sometimes obsession is not about romantic desire, but about fear of losing influence. Perhaps someone close attempts to dictate your path, or insists on decisions that benefit them more than you, creating invisible ties that hold you back. Recognizing these behaviors allows you to choose wisely who deserves space in your intimate circle and who needs to remain at a distance. Financially, the obsessive presence can appear as hidden rivalry, someone who watches your progress with resentment and tries to interrupt your opportunities, whether by spreading doubt, withholding information, or attempting to overshadow your success. But every attempt to block you is destined to fail if you remain consistent and protect what is yours. The universe insists that your prosperity is written, and no envious heart can erase what has been promised to your destiny. Health may also reveal signs of this energy, because obsession drains the body as much as it drains the mind, manifesting as exhaustion, tension, or even sudden illnesses that seem to appear without explanation. Yet when you begin to cleanse yourself spiritually, strengthening your aura through rituals of light, prayer, or meditation, you notice how your body recovers because the weight no longer sticks to your spirit. Protecting your energy is not mystical exaggeration, it is survival, and your health will flourish once you set yourself free. Spiritually, this stage is nothing less than a rite of passage because not everyone faces obsession and emerges stronger, but you are being trained by the universe to recognize manipulation and rise above it. This is why the pressure feels intense, because the transformation is equally powerful, shaping you into someone who cannot be easily deceived again. The obsessive shadow is an unintentional teacher, showing you the full power of your own intuition. The card of the silver mirror shines, revealing that everything this person projects onto you is truly about themselves, and that their fear of abandonment reflects their own unhealed scars, not your responsibility to repair them. You are being asked to stand before this mirror without absorbing their pain, to see it clearly and still choose yourself, because compassion does not mean surrender. When you understand this, the obsessive chains lose their strength, and you regain full sovereignty over your destiny. As the sign of Gemini appears again, the theme of duality echoes, reminding you that every relationship contains both light and shadow, attraction and danger, and only wisdom allows you to choose which side you will nurture. You are not meant to live trapped in the shadow of another's fears. You are meant to walk freely under the light of your own path. This is your moment to decide which voices you carry forward and which ones you leave behind. The universe affirms that no matter how intense the obsession around you may be, it cannot define you, because your essence is untouchable, protected by forces greater than any human desire. You are supported by unseen allies, guides who surround you with shields of clarity, and they will not allow you to be consumed as long as you choose to protect your spirit. Even when someone tries to cross dangerous limits, the truth of your destiny stands taller than their fear. Remember, freedom is not something granted, it is something claimed, and in this moment you're called to claim it fully, to stand unshaken in your worth, and to embrace the path that belongs only to you. The obsession may roar loudly, but it will fade, because desperation cannot survive against certainty, and your certainty is becoming unbreakable. This is the promise of the universe, that your spirit will not be conquered by fear. And so, as this cycle closes, you emerge not weaker but stronger, with sharper intuition, deeper clarity, and a renewed sense of power over your destiny. You have faced a dangerous limit and discovered that no one, no matter how persistent, can truly imprison your essence. The universe celebrates your courage, reminding you that you are destined for love that heals, abundance that lasts, and peace that cannot be stolen.